Okay, so the time is 25 to 1, Sunday afternoon. My first alarm went off at 7, so I have been putting this off for 5.5 hours. So let's get going. So an hour later and I am back. Ran 5.4 kilometres and then did a little stop in at Morrison's for the essentials. Well, for milk, and then I passed this lot. Oops. But I'm going to share most of it. The only thing that's just for me is the milk. Hi folks, welcome to the end of day, who knows what day it is. Just kidding, it's day 19, so 182 days to go to a London Marathon. Now, I have been a little bit quiet. I had a couple of low days when I kind of tricked myself into thinking I was resting when I just wasn't really doing very much at all. I described it to the lovely Mr. Higgs as a bit of CBA, but then I realised that I'd missed a couple of doses of my tablet, so it's probably that. But we're back on schedule today. Had some good posts yesterday, which was my March medal for my yearly challenge. So I've registered to do set targets, set numbers of kilometres each month, So, you know, last month I was desperate to get to 50 kilometres and I just about did it in time. So the medal for that arrived yesterday in the post. So thank you, Virtual Runner UK. There will be photos at the end of this video so you can see the medal on its own and then how it fits into the larger frame, which is very cool. Now, when I was feeling a bit rubbish this morning, I went and took some photos of my medal, my March medal, and also my London frame from 2017, just to remind myself of why I'm doing this and that this is important. So yes, I am training for London still, but I also am training for me and just to kind of stay sane and healthy and not doing too much. So I am doing enough to be active, but not enough to be wearing my body out too much and compromising immune systems. And that's been quite a chat on our running club Facebook group today about how much is too much and that sort of thing. And I think we just need to really listen to our bodies and be really sensible. Mr. Higgs and I have just watched Her Majesty the Queen. And to be honest, I was feeling quite chirpy until I sat and watched that, and yeah. So I'm going to not really say much about the little talk for us, and crack on with discussing today. So I can't say I started the day with my run, but I kind of started my productivity with my run. So I went out thinking I need to do at least 4 kilometres. It was really warm, so I was glad of the wind today because that helped to keep things cool, and I ended up going further than planned. So I did a total of 5.4 kilometres, explored the alleyways near me to just get to know the area a little bit better, because I know the main roads and a few of the alleys, but really nice to just explore and not worry about distance or time too much. I think I definitely need to go out earlier tomorrow. Today the paths were quite busy. There were times when I was having to run in the middle of the road just to avoid dog walkers, that sort of thing. So I will go earlier tomorrow. Really interesting seeing the motorway again. And I know I said it in the previous video, but actually seeing the motorway so quiet, it's so strange. But this morning I did set myself a challenge in that I decided whatever distance I go today, all my runs after this point for April need to be the same distance or further. So no more 4Ks. Everything from this point onwards is going to be 5.4K or further. So we shall see how that goes. Really pleased that this, I keep going to say this morning, but it was definitely this afternoon, that I managed to run all of the uphills today, which usually I walk the ones that were in today's route, but did well. Came home via Morrison's, needed to milk, so my thought process was, if I run back past Morrison's and it looks like there isn't much of a queue, I'll go in, if not I won't. But actually no queue at all really, so straight in and out, 5-10 minutes, brilliant. First time I've been into Morrison since they've had the new procedures, and it's the first time I've been in since lockdown started, and it was just really nice to see everyone being really sensible. Then this afternoon, after my run, I had so much fun watching Joseph and the amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat, the Donny Osmond version, that's been streaming for free this weekend on YouTube. Just loved it the whole time, the whole way through. Somebody else didn't, and I had to keep turning it down because they were trying to sleep. A little bit of cross stitching, which I can't show you because that's a present for a good friend of mine and I don't want her to see it until it's finished. Baking, so the cake is in the oven, it will be ready soon. The top has caught a little bit because I was watching the Queen, so I'm going to blame her for this. A little bit of work and some filing as well, some really fun jobs just to round off my Sunday. And then that's it, it's back to work tomorrow. It's carrying on working from home. I already know what I'm going to be up to. I know what jobs I've got to do. And that's about the long and the short of it, really. Tomorrow I'm hoping to push myself and get up early and do that run before work. I really think it's the best way to do it, because otherwise I'm just going to waste the day with it hanging over my head, and I don't want that. So, without further ado, I am going to say goodnight and check on my cake, and then hopefully see you tomorrow. Bye guys!